Welcome to Apex Esports League. I'm JT. Tonight we're live on Project Cars 2 for the Pagnian Imports Toyota 86 Championship. We are up to round 3 and that sees us at Texas Motor Speedway in the road course for variation. So for the session at Texas Motor Speedway, we've got qualifying 15 minutes, weather conditions are clear, and then the race is 20 laps around Texas. Weather conditions are clear through to medium cloud, and there is a mandatory pit requirement. Take a look at the standings after round 2. We have DK Rush leading the championship with a very close 45-point lead. We're just ahead of Philly, and then the rest of those points very close. We could see some movement happening tonight for sure. And looking at the results from last week, we were at Brands Hatch GP. We saw DK Rush take the win after taking pole position, and the fastest lap bonus points went to Philly. I'll load up the track. They're in the USA for Texas Motor Speedway road course. Track length is 4.55 kilometers. It's saying there is 4 turns. And that is because they count the big bends. So we do have majority of the oval in the course, and then we've got the infield variation thrown into it. So it's going to be some very fast racing. And it's going to be exciting seeing these guys throw these 86s around. We go trackside now. Okay, no worries. Thanks, Simo. And hey, everyone, for jumping on the stream. Yellen, how are you? I'm good. And we're definitely hoping for a good, fast, clean race. Had a fantastic show last week. Very interesting moment with Philly that ended up costing him several positions in the end. Seeing run wide coming down through the final corner at Brands Hatch. And he ended up taking a 14-second post-race time penalty just for an off-track, which was very curious. Otherwise, it was a fantastic battle between DK and Philly. That's great throughout the field. I'm sure we're going to be in for it again tonight. And we've got a driver who's been missing for quite some time, which is Sami. He's been off after nursing an injury from surgery. He's been given the all clear to be able to drive again. He's going to be giving it a crack tonight to see how he goes. Do happen to see Sami drop out at some point or retire. They have not been up for it just yet, so hopefully he's all in the clear and can have some fun racing with the members tonight. We'll make our way down through the list. Got DK Rush, our championship leader. Valaki. We just need to check out Simo's car. We're having a few IP clashes beforehand. Simo managing to maybe not get it. That car's doing a fair bit of bouncing from what I can see. So that's usually a bit of lag going on. Not getting a straight up disconnect. Have we've got a driver loading into the session. Whereas just joined in, kept suffering IP clashes last week throughout the qualifying session. Got hypes. Lock in that front, that 86 understeered out. Farmer pushing it straight up to the Pretender. And we're getting first times come through on 23 point. And that was Pretender was 122.9 for Pretender. Sami's currently got the quickest time. For the first time lap of 121.8. Track. Steph currently parked up. No, she's out on track now. Dirty Monkey should be on his first time to lap now. There seems to be having connection issues. It'll be great if we can see all 13. Have no connection troubles and last out through the race. Got me Cliffs with me. A little bit mixed up in the stream. Simo jumping back in before he didn't get a chance to be able to change his car heading into the session. He did launch before he was able to get back in and get sorted. Time in 8 attempts from Sami's time. It is getting in a very nice time, 22.3, only a second off that pole time. With this being big section of it consisting of the oval, this could very well come down to slipstream. Get that draft, we can get a whole extra few seconds out of the lap potentially under the right circumstances. They can time it. Seeing drivers qualifying down in 11th position, and they're only 2.7 seconds away. Yeah, a bit of lag going on for Sim. I'm not sure if it's because he may be trying to hotspot to try and avoid that IP conflict we're getting before. So it doesn't drop out on him. For our viewers, don't be shy, jump in the chat just as Galahad's got weary. So jumping on, and for all our new viewers, we do have some sound effects controls you can use underneath the stream. Have some fun playing those over as the race unfolds. Don't forget to hit that follow button. Appreciate the growing support we're getting. That following count is edging towards that 300 margin. It'll be a great milestone. Oh, Blarkey's copped himself a 1 grid place penalty. Currently qualified 7th. He's got that pit limiter. Yeah, all drivers got time on the board. Whereas at the same time, minute 30. Get that down over the course of this lap. DK and Philly. Only half a second different. Just dropped a little bit more. He's been bumped down to 4th. Taijo snuck into P3. See at that corner there. You got to go down towards that infield. You've got a very solid wall to be met with. improved his time as well. Showing up on the stream that the guys are stirring up Sami with a vote to kick. Coming down into the first corner to the infield. There's a bit of room to pass. You've got to be cautious getting down into those inside lines. You don't have a curb on. We've given the old commentators a curse there. About that same point. No, he's actually at the back end of it, by the looks of it. Going to fix Philly here. Trying to get that right line in the oval section. On those anchors heavy down into the infield. This here going on. Carrying a lot of speed. Rather flat on the outside of those corners, and it does dip in at the apexes. Jumped out of the way for hot lap. His journey now out from the infield. And getting this line perfect, it's very crucial to be able to getting that fantastic speed that you can get once you get back out onto the oval. Try and start putting some gap over everyone. Coming out into this section, not going to have much of a slipstream advantage. Here we are. Uncursed lap around Philly. Sami still holding pole, and pretty much that was the first timed lap that Sami did. That was a 21.337. Yeah, whereas improved that time, getting that 9-second gap down to under half a second. Going to be pretty tight. First 8 drivers, about 1 second difference. The full 13, 2.7 seconds. It's likely going to come down to slipstreams, incidents and pit stops for this race. Couple of seconds off that pole time, and he's sitting back in position 12. There's not a whole lot in that effort. She can easily move on up. Steph only has to shave off 10th and she'll be able to take that spot from height. Being out on track at that most perfect time behind another car, get that slipstream. She can drop a second off. I'll then see her move up to about 9th. Look at that, Mick Cliff and Head Farmer. 0.440 and a 441 difference. So getting down to a 1,000th qualifying time. Oh, slippery for Head Farmer. Contact, so it's worth keeping the car back out. There's only 2 minutes left for qualifying. Slipstream, can you tuck in? It's on the like he has that grid place penalty. He's currently qualifying 10th. Good numbers to see. And it's still getting everyone on our project cars. Pushing through all the IP conflicts. Son's car. There's the other green car that was just in behind Philly. Philly's improved that time. He'd been bumped down to about 7th position. He was half a second away from Sami's time. Oh, he's just had a big spill. That'll be the end of Philly's qualifying. That was a very tidy time. Probably last opportunity for DK, unless he can cross this control line. I don't think so. 2 seconds left. Oh no, actually he's on a hot lap. He's just come through turn 1. Last opportunity for DK to try and improve his position. Pretender may have crossed the line there. Bringing her in and maybe parking her up ready for a burnout. This will be final lap for a couple here. Actually, his car that was just like, oh, and a disconnect. That's Wirra right at the end. Happened to Wirra in the past as well. Back right on the finish. DK wraps up that lap. No improvement in time. Qualifying done for round 3 at Texas. We see Sami taking pole position on his return after an absence on racing. So well done there to Sami. And the rest of will then be Mick Little. He's just snuck in that last point. So well done to Mick. Then we've got Philly, DK, Pretender, Dirty Monkey, Tyjo, Head Farmer, and Blarky's got that grid place penalty, so he moves down to 10th. We see Steph move up into 9th. We'll then have Hypes and Simo. I thought disconnecting right at the end. Not sure if that was an IP conflict or just a straight disconnect. He managed to have stayed in with no dramas for most of that session. Very unfortunate for Wirra. And Sami did manage to improve that whole time. In the end, he ended up getting that first time lap of a 21.337 down to 20.760. Iron Gallon. Sami, 5-second penalty, not displaying R plates. It's holding the pits. Guys, worried about some pace from Sami. He's been helping out with plenty of setup work, so he can still be involved with everyone in his downtime. The comment was now the engineers joined the race. Sami make it a triumphant return. Make a clean sweep. Been on a good run of clean sweeps before he had to finish up while taking time off for the surgery. Drivers are readied up, so we just wait for this game to sink, and then off we go. And green lights, round 3. Dirty Monkey's got away to a pretty good start. Great camera angle there. There's ample room to try and find some track position for the start of the race. Nick Cliff staying up nice and high, but is he going to have enough room to be able to move back down? He's going to be in a very bad position if to get on those anchors much more. Very tight turn. Pull away. It's got Philly and DK hanging on. DK probing Philly already. Start to it. Cars all kept pretty good. 25 seconds. Oh, that's Balaki. I think that's gone off. Doesn't look like he's taken damage. Probably just a spin. He's pushing out nearly 1 second on the lead, but that can quickly close in. It's out in the ovals, that's where they're going to start closing on that draft. You can see DK utilising that on Philly. He's going to try and slingshot round at the control line. All of Philly's just been out into the wall. Allow Mick to try and move back up a little bit more. A bit disadvantaged being on that outside wall. I think there was just a car diving. I'm not sure who that was. That was Philly. Runner manages to get past. Everyone will try and drop down to get Philly. Position changes. Lining's having some bad luck now. 9 second drop, but he's still got ample time to try and make up. Good idea. Throw the car into the pits this lap. Come back out on a pure open track. Aren't dirty side by side. And he got better of a run. Tyjo out of that corner onto the oval. Shot out. Doesn't have enough pace to be able to try and get the pass done. He's going to be in that same bad position. I think it was a flash of the lights. I'm going to say he wants to get around. Pretender goes for a move, and Mick is slinging out. Definitely put the pressure onto Mick. In it. A turn in. Oh, there's contact between Tyjo. I think it's Head Farmer. Okay, slowing down to redress that. Good fast-paced camera angles from the trackside Texas. So confined to each other. Yeah, they're very not sure with Stray tonight. Seeing him joining the session. Dirty Monkey. Make a move on Pretender. Have to play a bit defensive. Dirty's going to go for an inside pass. He's managed to catch back up. momentum. He might be able to try and make a move on these two. Wide, so try and carry that speed through these next two corners. It's going to be crucial coming down into this last corner to come back out into the oval. A little bit of a touch has just put him off. Holding back that little bit, easing on the throttle. I think maybe deciding to come into the pits. It's got below the curtain. And very interesting trying to come into the pits because you're coming in at a fair speed. So very easy to cop a 10-second penalty or even a DQ if it's significant enough. Lap 5 of 20. He's leading the way. He's got 1.7 seconds over DK. May have gone into the pits. Going on in between and didn't notice the little pit icon come up on the standings tower. Pit is not doing too bad. Should probably would be some mixed being in a pit. A little spill as well and recovered. 38 seconds behind, end of 55. It still shows you that they're well and truly within the race. Texas Motor Speedway, Weary. He managed to get the jump on Pretender. Pretender still nice and close. It is very much similar to Charlotte, Texas. Up in 6th position, second way from Head Farmer. 1.5 seconds behind is Balaki. Balaki gets a fantastic run. Gonna easily have a pass here from Simo. There are some bouncy lines. Texas is quite a rough track. He tucks in. That's definitely not one of the bounces off the track though. That's some lag that we're seeing there. Army getting a nice lead. 3 seconds. FP8. Quickly closing in on Simo. Previous lap she was nearly 2.5 seconds by the looks of it. Compared to Simo. Mike's P10. seconds away from Tyjo. Got Nick Cliff coming up. Nick been in and got that hit out of the way. Jeff makes the pass on Simo. Looks like Simo went to smash the wall. We're seeing some big lag going on. Jeff gets in a big slide. Not sure if there may have been some lag contact that's thrown her off. She might have just been caught off on one of the bumps. Put that car into a slide. These things are that torquey. Don't take much to spool up into a slide. Well, you can see here at Texas, they're really trying to avoid those curves. These cars are bad enough on the curves as it is, let alone ones here at Texas. Track temperatures would be rather high at this point. Okay, time for the race start at 11 AM. It's times 2 time progression. Started out in clear conditions and will progress over through to medium cloud cover. Maintain the temperatures as it reaches the back end of the race. Ed Farmer in pits, Blakey also in. Lincoln Heights, flat stick. Run. Doesn't need to try and fight too much. Sometimes he'll need to come in for a pit. Dirty Monkey closing in on DK. That last lap was 3 tenths quicker. And that time around, nearly 9 tenths quicker. Within reach of that slipstream, so he's going to be closing in very quickly out in the oval. As long as he doesn't really push it through that infield, he doesn't have to try and make up any time through the corners. Just try and maintain the pace, stay on his tail, and shoot straight on through as he gets out onto the oval. Track a little bit as Tyjo passes. I think he was going to shoot straight out of that corner, but it was a little bit of a lag spike. Came straight back across. Yeah, we can see DK in a bit of trouble now, but he's well within that range. Sami flying ahead, 4-second lead over the race. He's just lapped Polaki, so he's just the first cars. Dirty went to make a move, it got pretty close. Ended up yielding and moving out just before making a little bit of touch to that back left quarter. Fantastic run last week. Started off fantastic in round 1. Caught up with some pretty big incidents. quick way through to get around DK. No worries for Ken Gallant. Shout Sami, shout out. Sami in the pits. Sees Dirty take race lead. DK and Pretender stay out on track. Pits, as is Tyjo. First, the front 10 that's been in and pit is Sami. Oh, there's been a disconnect. That's Blakey. He's just suffered a disconnect. Unfortunate for Blakey. Next driver that's then also pit is Nick. About 10 seconds behind Sami. Looks like he's got a bit of open track in between. Try and keep that gap. See himself stay around second position by the time current front three pull into the pits. So we need to see Dirty, DK and Pretender all come in for their pit stop. A bit of scuffing on DK's car. Not sure if he's caught up in anything. Side to the back, might just be lag doing it. Ted Farmer just in front. That's DK, sorry. Coming into the pits. And Dirty stay out, but he's got 6.6 seconds over Pretender. Only 31 seconds for Sami. DK is dealing with damage. Tends to it now, that car's probably going to be feeling a whole lot better and get a bit more speed. Roaring out of pit lane. Coming out pretty much a couple of seconds behind me, Cliff. Just behind Heights. Heights hasn't been in for a pit yet, I believe. Hey, Jurassic Jam, thanks for jumping on. On my side, DK gets through nicely. Chanda's been stung with a post-race time penalty. He's just sped coming down into pit lane. He's looking good to finish up that top end. That could potentially cost him a lot. And a 10-second penalty. Or just last week, Philly leaves about 3 positions from a 14-second penalty. And even more close together tonight at Texas. Running his way out. Death in. This time he takes back race lead. Lap 15 and 20. Dirty stop. Comes out in the second position, 6 seconds ahead of Mick. Now he should drop back a little bit. DK 4 seconds behind, still within range for a podium finish. Chenda enters the race in position 6. He's got that 10 seconds. Puts current standings. Oh, it's had another disconnect. Demo disconnected. I think it may have even been 2. Hang on, see if I get that flash again. You get the disconnect notices for the track map up. It's been a while. Billy's had a tough race. Oh, and he's just had it again. Texas not doing well for him. Points wise, sitting in 8th position. Car ahead. A 10-second penalty. He could easily gain a spot or 2. It's not going to put him out of the running for a championship. He'll have 2 rounds to go, and the final is worth the big points. On lap 17. Dami makes a mistake. Could be starting to be a little worn down. This is his first time getting into a full-on race. As sees Dirty take race lead. Yeah, Simo just saw that. It does start getting that disconnect, especially at the back end of the race. You've been having a great run tonight. Take a quick look at the standings. These last few laps, we've got Steph in 10th, IJ 9th, Billy's in 8th. Farmer 7th. Pipes just having a spill. It's getting into 6th position. I think we've got Head Farmer and Philly closing in. We've got Pretender P5. He's got that 10-second penalty. DK P4. Is in P3. Sami P2. Now race lead, Dirty Monkey. Got 2-second lead, 2 laps to go. And Sami maybe slowing down a little bit at the moment. What he needs now is just to stay focused, no errors. Pulling away from Sami. Most of the cars, a fair few seconds separating them now. Not going to be under too much pressure in these last couple of laps. Everyone's much on the race lap as well. It's only 30 behind. You know, we were wondering, we did see some scuff marks on DK's car. Too out of shape. Don't know what might have caused it. Dirty now on approach to Hypes. Gets out of the way for Dirty. His lap times being set pretty good for Dirty at the moment. 22.679 that last lap. Got most of the pace at this point. Being on lap 20. 3.7 second lead. Crosses the line to take the win at Texas. Win going the Dirty Monkey for round 3. Congratulations. Sami P2 on the podium in his return. Well done. Yeah. Haven't overdone it at all though. See you miss out later on. Nick Cliff on podium P3. DK takes 4th position. Pretender takes 5th. Managed to keep that position in the end. 25 seconds gap between himself and Head Farmer. A 10-second penalty for speeding in pits. Not going to lose that position. Well done, Head Farmer, P6. Good recovery for Philly. Back up into 7th. But that's only a few positions away from DK. He did qualify nicely. So championship points wise, it's not going to be too bad for Philly. And there we are, our race results for round 3 at Texas Motor Speedway. Of course, Dirty Monkey is our winner. And Sami on the podium P2, Mick Cliff P3, and the rest of the standings DK, Pretender, Head Farmer, Philly Minelli, Tyjo, Hypes, and Steph. And then unfortunately, seeing we were disconnected at the end of qualifying, and then we also saw Balaki and Simo suffer a disconnect as well. So to have lost those other 3 drivers, and I'll be bringing in our podium finishes. We'll cast your eyes over and see who's got the fastest lap of the race. 121, and that looks like Sami at 121.740. That's not too far off for Dirty Monkey, so 0.961, so very close. Dirty, Sami, and Mick in here in a moment. There's not too much issue them jumping in. Okay. Congratulations, Mick. Good podium finish.
Cheers. Oh, that was hard work though.
It is. For such a short track, it's a sure workout.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations on the win, Dirty. Yep, that's it.
Well done, Dirty.
Yeah, congrats,
Welcome
Dirty.
back, Sam.
Sammy, welcome back.
Yeah,
Thanks. It's painful.
so how are you
freaking
feeling
race.
at the end of it?
Oh, I was quite sore actually. Yeah, and I don't think I opened up the brake ducts on these, so I was really struggling with brakes.
No.
So, but yeah, no, look, yeah, it was probably lucky that a lot of the curves are left-handed and banked.
Yeah,
Sort
actually.
of, just sort of give me arm rest. So, but no, good. Yeah, well done, Dirty, and well done, Mick.
Yep,
Right,
cheers.
a few times that race was going to go wrong. Few people slowing down and weaving in and out, but you get that.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room for it down there.
No.
Especially on that infield, you just got to sort of hang on and hope to get them on the oval.
Yep. Yeah, there's a few times out the week that DK asked me if I can get away through there. I was like, yeah, no slow down through that one, or the other side, wasn't it, Mickey?
Yeah.
Down on the inside, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I lost my accelerator a couple of times or a few times down the straight. Only half throttle. Oh no.
Just draft, Mick. Get on, jump on the train and draft.
Yeah, I was trying to catch up with his, but you're too good for me.
Yeah, you're closing in a little bit. You came out at a pretty good spot after everyone else pit. I think you're only, 9 seconds behind, and then you closed it in, so...
Yeah. I was
He was
pushing.
5 seconds, I think, as I pulled out. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Good race,
well.
boys.
Good
Well
race.
done.
Thank you.
Gal mentioned in the chat, welcome back, Sami.
Well, thanks, Gal.
I'm in the league, and those that follow you.
Nice to be back. Yeah, but hopefully it won't be long before I'm make the jump over to iRacing as well. So.
Yeah. I want to know how you're going to go with 90 minutes tomorrow night.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that. I think I'll be streaming, that's for sure.
Pushing that.
If you did that.
No, I'll, yeah,
Now
definitely
we've all
going
got to
to
jump over and do practice for that anyway. Oh.
get the heat pack on now. So.
Right.
Thanks, JT.
Yep, no
Congrats,
worries.
fellas.
Congratulations, guys, and good luck
Yep, yous too.
next week.
Thanks again.
Sugo.
Should
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah.
Shout out Team Bazmat. Let's go, guys. See you guys.
Yeah.
No worries. Well done, guys.
Thanks, JT.
No worries. And we have our podium finishes. Dirty Monkey taking the win for round 3. Sami P2 and Mick in P3. And we will be back again next week for round 4. And that does see us head over into Japan for Sportsland Sugo. It's a fantastic, fast, technical track as well. It's going to be very interesting in these 86s. They're a lot of fun to throw around that track. So hit that follow button if you haven't done so, so you can be notified when we go live. So back in Thursday night, 7:45 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Time, and then we will also be off onto round 4 for iRacing in the Ferrari 488 Championship Monday night at 7:35 PM. So there's more racing to come. And we will be doing our little enduro race tomorrow night. We won't be streaming that on our channel here. I will be racing in that with the guys, but we will be trying to get Sami to actually stream that from his account. So if you will maybe once I actually get his account details, I'll be able to pop up the link and we'll be able to give you all a link for that and even host him on our channel at the same time, so you can head over and give the support and watch us all race it out in a 95-minute enduro. So it would be great to be able to have you on board with us for that. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you trackside next time.